Hello everyone, this is Tom. I am working for Cambridge Education Group on campus schools. I will be here on Friday, 11th of June, 3 p.m. UK time to present to you all our products in a live sessions hosted by our esteemed partner BWBS Solutions, represented by Bashir and Walid. So I'm looking forward to meeting you all and seeing you on Friday. Bye. Hello everyone, this is Tom. I am working for Cambridge Education Group on campus schools. I will be here on Friday, 11th of June, 3 p.m. UK time to present to you all our products in a live sessions hosted by our esteemed partner BWBS Solutions, represented by Bashir and Walid. So I'm looking forward to meeting you all and seeing you on Friday. Bye.
Hello. Hello there. Welcome to On Campus Virtual Open Day, organized by BWBS Education Consultants. We are live from London and we are so excited to welcome you today for UK University admission process and course offering by On Campus. My name is Walid Hussain. I am one of the founder and director of BWBS Education Consultants. I am introducing Mr. Thomas Guers, Student Recruitment Manager UK On Campus. Hi Thomas, do you want to say something to our audience?
Hi everyone and good afternoon from London. It's a pleasure to be here with Walid, hosting this event to present our schools, to present our product, all the solutions that we can have for you guys to help you find the right courses, find the right schools. And I will be here to present our different schools in the UK markets. And as Walid said, I'm working for Cambridge Education Group on campus schools located in London.
All right. Thank you, Thomas, for your introduction. Just giving you a brief idea of what we are going to cover today in this live session. We will explore Bachelor and Masters Pathway study opportunities in UK at Aston University, Queen Mary University of London, Birkbeck University of London, London South Bank University, University of Sunderland, Goldsmiths University of London, University of Hull, University of Central Lancashire, University of Southampton, Royal Holloway University of London, Royal Veterinary College University of London, and University of Reading. We will also look at important deadlines for September 2021, application processing time, English language requirements, academic entry requirements, university's own English test, scholarships availability, accommodation, and last of all, COVID-19 updates. There will be a question and answer session. Prospective students can commenting on Facebook, and they will ask questions related to application process, application deadline, and so on, including study gap and funding availabilities. So before going to Thomas, I wanted to give you a little bit introduction of BWBS Education Consultant, who we are. Actually, our services are 100% free, any admission service. We give a full application support. We are British Council certified agent and also UCAS center, register center. We are representing 60 plus UK universities. Our head office based in London. We have 15 plus global branch offices, and also 28% visa success rate. We have 99% our student satisfaction rate. We also offer guaranteed scholarships, is a partial scholarships, and also a fast track application process. We also can organize a university internal English test and credibility interview preparation, guidance for their career and their future job prospects market, and also we assist for visa application, accommodation arrangement, and airport pickup, and yeah, that's on. So Thomas, you can start now.
Well, thanks, Walid, for the introductions. As he explained, we are a foundation and pathway providers located in the UK, and we help you students to achieve your goal in terms of studying in some of the most prestigious also UK universities. You will see in the presentation in a few minutes all the partners we're working with. We have a wide range of university, and we offer different type of product from the undergraduate until the pre-master programs, where you will be able to study with us, prepare for your university, achieve the right level of English, study the right subjects, and once you have finished your foundation program with us, then you can progress to the university after our courses. So I'm going to guide you through, first, all the different schools that we have. Second, I'll guide you through the usual study routes we have for you. I'll explain to you how everything works, and then we'll present the accommodation options we have for students, accommodation in every locations we work, and also the requirements and credibility interview. So I'm just going to share with you my screen so you guys can see the schools, the website, everything that I can present, where you can find your informations as well. So I'm going to be sharing in just a second the screen with you. Up. So here you can see our websites. So you will see here are all the schools that we are working with. We are located in 8 different locations in the UK. Goes from London, south of England, north of England. In London, we have one main school, which is this school, the London School. The particularity of London School is that you will be able to progress to those different universities with us. You will be located on the campus of Birkbeck University. Birkbeck is located in very central area of London. It's Russell Square. So you will be right in the center of our lovely city of London. You will study with us your courses, and then you have options to progress in Birkbeck University, Royal Holloway, the Court Law, Queen Mary University, the Royal Vet University, and Goldsmiths University. Our second locations in London is our London South Bank University. It's located on the South Bank area of London, just a few meters away from the Thames River, really also central in London. You are surrounded by lots of museums, nice area by the Thames River. The famous Tate Modern Museum is also right next to London South Bank. And just outside of London, we are also working with the famous University of Reading. University of Reading is just half an hour outside of London by train, so it's very also easy and convenient to go to from London. Outside of London, we are working in the south with the prestigious University of Southampton. The University of Southampton is one of the top ranking university in the world. This university is part of the famous Russell Group universities. The Russell Group universities are also called the old red brick universities. So this university is one of our newest partner. We are going to start working really with them in September, and you will have the opportunity to be part of one of the most prestigious university. We are working with the University of Aston, located in Birmingham in the UK. Aston University is also a really good ranked university. And then when we go in the north of England, we will have the University of Sunderland, located in the northeast of England. The University of Hull, also located in the northeast but slightly south from Sunderland University. And the prestigious University of Central Lancashire, which is in the northwest of England. University of Central Lancashire is located in the city called Preston, and you see that you also have options, different options of progressions for students that wish to study in a different university. Central Lancashire is also very famous and very good for all medicine programs, nursing programs. Reason why we have options for you to progress in the University of RCSI. This university is a surgeon university also located in Ireland, the St. George Medical University in Granada, Spain, and the University of Nicosia, also medical university located in Cyprus. These are all schools where you could progress with us. Now, one of our key sales points is all our schools that you see here are located on the university campus. So you will be mixed with university students while you are doing a foundation. You will study in an on-campus school, our buildings, our classrooms. You will have access to everything a normal student in the university has access to. You will have your study ID card, which allows you to take part to everything, access to library, sports facilities, the union programs on each university. Every university have a union programs. Those students are there to help you have and enjoy your student life. Clubs, all those sorts of activities, sports clubs, everything. So you have access to all those resources with our schools. And once again, they are all located on campus. As I was saying as well, we do offer accommodation options. Accommodation options can be found in every school we are working with. We always have studio rooms, shared apartments to offer in each locations, and those accommodations are located within 10 to 20 minutes walking distance to the university, which is also very convenient for you because you will be mixed with international students. You will be mixed with all the students that are also from the university, which is a fantastic experience. Myself being an ex-international student, an ex-alumni, I can tell you that it is a fantastic opportunity to meet people, students from all over the world, and have a good experience as a student. As a student with On Campus, you will have a personal tutor, meaning that when you get to to UK, sorry, when you start your course, you will have a dedicated personal tutors that will be here to help you with your questions. Anything that you need, accompany you during your courses, on top of our school staff, of course, that are here to help you. If you have any questions, if you have any informations needed, you can find all those resources also on our website, and you can obviously contact our partner that will be in touch with you. We are always in touch, so we can exchange any information that you need, and all accommodation informations can be found directly on our website. When you click on a school, for example, let's see London South Bank, you can find all those informations directly on our website. Here you will have a download sections. You can find informations on the brochures and also on accommodation guide. So this is to present all our university in the UK. Now, products that we offer. We will offer in different schools undergraduate programs, international year one programs, and pre-masters. Not all programs will be available in each school, so you can also get in touch with our partner, with BWB, and they will also help you and assist you to tell you, okay, if you want to do a pre-master, for example, the pre-master is not available in London South Bank, but we will have options for you. For your information, we have approximately 380 different progression degree that we can offer to you. So any programs that you are looking for, we most likely going to have a solution for you. Students will start their progression with us. You have different also starting dates. Most commons are usually in September or in January, but we do have 4 different starting dates for you. We'll have a starting date in September, one in January, one in March, and one in June. So we'll have always a solution for you. The 3 programs most of the times are on the 3 terms programs. So you will study your first terms. Well, schools will help you, will assist you to guide you in your progressions, and then the 2 next terms when you will be focusing a lot more on obviously your exams. We have entry requirements for each schools. So entry requirements will be slightly different. If we take a school like Southampton, which is a very prestigious school, usually entry requirements will be slightly higher. So we are talking about a 5.5 IELTS exams, while, for example, in a school like University of Sunderland, our entry requirements will be 4.0, 4.5 IELTS in English exams, and we will ask students to have completed between year 10 to year 12 your study to be eligible to start your progression degree with us. We will help you, we will guide you, we will look at your academic transcript to give you the best options possible for you. And once again, we have more than 380 programs where you can progress. So we will definitely find a solution for you and an option for your courses to offer you the best options to study in the UK. I know that for some students it's also a bit troubled time with the coronavirus situation, so be rest assured that On Campus is taking all measures possible. We are following the UK guidance to make sure that you are safe. Currently, at the moment, schools are reopening in the UK. We are on a good track with the plan of reopening the country. As just informations, we have now almost 70% of UK population that have been vaccinated in the UK. So we are really on a very good track to have our school fully reopened in September. So we aim to have every locations accepting students face-to-face from September. I understand the importance for students to be face-to-face and to be able to meet with staff, with students, and have a full experience live in the university like it should be. In any case, if anything happens, be rest assured that we will find a solution for you. We are also still having online courses. Some students have started their courses online because for some reasons they were not able to travel to UK. So we will work with you and we will help you, we will assist you to give you the best support you can have. And in September, we are still looking at options for some students that may not be able to travel yet to start their first term at least online while they are making plans to travel to UK. In terms of requirements, we will also help you to prepare for your interview with your UK immigrations visa. So between BWB and on campus, we're in constant communication. Every day we talk to each other, we work with you, we help you, we prepare you for your interview. I know all too well what is it to have an interview because I've been there and I've been this with even USA, which are very, very difficult. So I understand the process that you will go through, and we will be here to help you and support you with your visa applications. All deadlines are usually around mid-August will be deadlines to apply. We have options again if there are any problems where some countries, for example, might still be on lockdown. You cannot go to the embassy to do your visa procedures. We will again help you. We will study with you your situation and we will find an appropriate solution for you. We are here. We have people dedicated, know how to help you students to do all those procedures. So once again, be rest assured that we are here to help you. If anything, you can also have the support from our admission team that will be here to help with your academic supports, with English options as well. I know that at the moment some of the students cannot sit to do their IELTS exams. We are also looking at options to help you to have English tests and apply for your visa. Now, in terms of visa applications, we do offer different options with our schools. We have 4 locations where we can offer to you an integrated CAS, a joint CAS, meaning that you will be in the UK for the entire time of your study. Your study will start with us with a normal undergraduate programs. You will have a 4 years visa, meaning that you will start your foundation programs with us and you will stay in the UK with us and you will progress to your university. Those 4 schools are the schools of Aston University, Sunderland University, London South Bank University, and University of Hull. With those 4 locations, you will be able to apply for an integrated CAS. And once again, you will start your foundation programs with us, you will stay in the UK, and you will move to your university. In terms of progressions, not all programs are accessible yet with the undergraduated options. So speak with us. We will tell you if this option is a single CAS or if this option is an integrated CAS. This single CAS means that you will be under our license, our CAS, and you will need to travel back to your country and reapply for a visa unless you stay under 28 days in UK, and between those 28 days you will have the options to stay in the UK and reapply for your visa. But again, those informations We will help you case by case, we'll work with you, and we will give you all those informations. So in terms of visa, if you will have any questions, I'll take all your questions after. The next thing is we do offer scholarships also for our esteemed students. So scholarships may vary from one school to another, but we have a different range of scholarships. We work with you, so any questions of scholarships, we have scholarships for every schools. So speak with our partners, we will get with you, but we have a different range from £1,000 to £4,000 to scholarships depending on which school you are going to study. When you study your foundation programs with ONCAMPUS, we have a guaranteed progressions to your degree of choice, meaning that if you achieve the grades that you need to achieve at the end of your course, you will have your guaranteed progressions to the university. If I'm taking an example with London South Bank, for example, you do your course with us, you do your foundation with us, you finish your foundation, you have your grade, then you will progress, you will have your guaranteed progressions to the university of your choice. So this is something that is also very important, and this is a key sales for us, because you know that you will have the full support to progress to your university of choice. The progression route will be based also on which course you are going to study with us. If it's an undergraduate course, the undergraduate will be 1 year before your bachelor degree, then you will follow up on your 3 years bachelor degree in this university that we will have you progressed. The international year one is slightly different. The international year ones will usually ask a slightly higher requirements, entry requirements in terms of English levels and grades, and you will progress directly in your year two. So you will have 3 years bachelor degree. And then the pre-master will have your starting pre-master foundation with us, and you will continue on your 2 years master degree with us. In terms of then options, we do offer different options to help you. We will be able to offer you insurances to cover your travel, to cover any loss you may have, all problems that you can have during your courses. We will be able also to offer products such as insurances. Now, we have done a quite extensive explanation on all the courses. I do not want to, let's say, lose you in all those informations, and I think we will be ready to take on your questions if you want to add anything, Walid. Walid, I do not hear you.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't mute. The questions now, right? I think, give me a second. Okay. Thomas, there's one question from Esther.
Yeah. So the IELTS exams will be an entry requirement. It's very difficult because you will need to have an English exams to prove that your level of English is sufficient enough to understand the courses, and also during your applications for your Tier 4 visa, for your student route visa, you need to prove with the immigrations that you have an English exam. So it can be something else than IELTS, but usually UK immigrations regards IELTS exams, Pearson tests, or language cert. There are two different options also with your exams. The IELTS, Pearson test, or language cert can be a normal one if it's an application for the explanation that I gave with the integrated CAS that will be sponsored by the university. It can be just a normal exams. However, if you apply for a single CAS, the single CAS UK Immigration will ask you to have this UKVI exams. Now the difference between those two is very mild, very low, but that is a recommendation. It's a questions from the UK Immigration side. So things you need to know also is for all the students that will apply with an integrated CAS, the UK immigration requirements, and this is not university or it's the Home Office in the UK, is 5.5 with no band less than 5.5. So let's say a student has a 7.0 IELTS exam, but with an element at 5.0, they will not be successful to apply for an integrated CAS. That is UK immigration requirement. So unfortunately, there is nothing really much we can do about this. I know that at the moment, some of the countries, you cannot sit for an IELTS exam. So we are trying to find solutions to help students to sit for their exams. But unfortunately, at the moment, you will need to have an IELTS exam or a language test or a Pearson test.
Okay, there's another question. Someone is asking for Jairam.
Yep.
So
the scholarships.
For scholarships.
Yeah, scholarships offered. The different scholarships are offered on different schools. Scholarships, as I was saying, they vary from £1,000 to £4,000 scholarships depending on which school you're going to apply and which programs you are going to follow. So also after you progress from on campus, you will be studying with the university. So every university we work with have also their own scholarship programs. They have merit scholarships, progression scholarships. So those informations are also available from every university. I can't really give you a clear answers because if you tell me, oh, I want to study to Southampton, you will have one type of scholarship. If you're going to study to Birkbeck, you're going to have another scholarships that are depending on the university you're going to study. So once you've decided which schools you want to study with us and which university you are going to progress, then we will be able to give you the exact amount of scholarship that you're going to get. How much maximum do we get? So I think
maximum we get for work professionals. Oh, okay.
Work
so about
permits.
Yeah, scholarships. So
I think you mean work permits. So with a normal CAS, a single CAS, you have the allowance to work 10 hours per week. With an integrated CAS, you can work up to 20 hours per week. But as I always say, just bear in mind, keep in mind that it is good to want to work, but you will have also quite a lot of study to do. So if you work, which is great, you have plenty of opportunities to work in London, different things. It's a fantastic opportunity with the integrated CAS to have 20 hours per week to work, but that's going to be very tough week, let's say, because you will have all your study and you will have all your work. But you are allowed to work between 10 to 20 hours, depending if it's a single CAS or if it's an ICAS. So fee per term, Amir. Fees will also be different depending on the schools that you are going to study. So overall, let's say from the cheapest options that we have, cheapest options will be in Sunderland. We are about £14,000 for foundations, and the most expensive one will be the University of Southampton. the top ranked, the most prestigious. So University of Sunderland, of Southampton, sorry, we have approximately 20 to 22,000 pounds for foundations, depending on which programs you want to do. Usually the most expensive programs are medicine programs.
There's one more student, is Umar Khokar. He wanted to ask for
So
scholarship.
Umar, scholarships answer will be the same. The scholarships will be similar for with us with on campus. Scholarships will be exactly the same. We offer scholarships per school, not per type of program. So again, if you want to study to London South Bank, I can tell you that London South Bank, the maximum scholarship that we offer is £1,000. If you're going to study to Southampton University, we have options from £2,000 to £4,000 scholarships, depending on which programs you are going to study. And it doesn't matter if it's pre-master, undergraduate, international year one.
Sharul Chaudhary Shakil, he's asking, can you
explain us the foundation course? Those students will have to leave the country to apply for their further study. Yes, so that's what I was explaining. Keep in mind that the 4 locations that we have, so University of Hull, University of Sunderland, University of London South Bank, and University of Aston, those 4 schools, we can offer an integrated CAS. Not, again, for every program, so that's why I can't really tell you all the programs, because the list is quite long, but we can work this together. We are a partner. Walid is there also. He's in touch with me, so we can tell you if this program is offered on a single CAS or if this program is offered on an integrated CAS. So if it is a single CAS, you will have to travel back to your country and reapply for your visa, unless the end of your tuition and the start of the tuition with the university is less than 28 days. So usually this is for students starting on the 3 terms programs in usually January or September, because it will depend on when you finish your tuition, when you finish your course, and when you start with the university. So single CAS, you have to travel. Most of the time, you will have to travel back to your country, reapply for a visa, and come back. Integrated CAS, you're sponsored from your university, and you have your visa for 3 to 4 years, depending on which program, if it's a pre-master, if it's an international year one, or if it is a undergraduate.
Yeah, there's one student, Kas Jess. He's from Sri Lanka. So
Yes.
I have overall IELTS, but 2 bands in 5. I think is it UKVI is very important to know, because he is.
So if it's a joint CAS, you will need a 5.5 everywhere. Joint CAS does not accept IELTS exams with element below 5.5. This is a requirement from the UK Home Office. So, for example, if we take a university, Aston University, where you can apply for a joint CAS in your programs, if you do not hold an IELTS exams with 5.5 in every element, we will have to apply on a single CAS. Now, what I always suggest for you, just sit again for an IELTS, study for your IELTS, get a 5.5 in every element. That's going to be a lot easier for you to have directly an ICAS, a joint CAS, than just go for a single CAS. That's my recommendation.
Also, if this is UKVI IELTS, then
yes, so
we can get a single CAS.
So integrated CAS, joint CAS, doesn't need to be UKVI exams. If you apply for a single CAS, it is mandatory, it is a requirement that you have a UKVI exam. So it can be Pearson, can be Language Cert, can be IELTS, but it must be UKVI.
I think if any student academically is not meeting the direct bachelor entry, Thomas,
Sorry, come again.
any students is not meeting the direct bachelor entry, but their IELTS is overall 6, not less than 5.5. This is not UKVI. In that case,
No.
In that case, the student can study foundation program.
Yes, correct.
Because no element less than 5.5, so UKVI is not necessary in that case.
So, yeah, just to make things, to re-explain, make things clear, the 5.5 requirements is UKVI or not, depending if it's an integrated CAS or if it's a single CAS. The single CAS, we can have any, in a way, IELTS exams. If you have a 4.5 overall with no element than 4.0 and you apply to a university like Hull University, you will meet the entry requirements, but your exams will need to be UKVI. The UKVI will depend on which type of CAS you will apply for. So ICAS, non-UKVI, integrated CAS, joint CAS, non-UKVI, single CAS, UKVI, but the integrated CAS will ask a 5.0 with no element, 5.5, sorry, with no element below 5.5 for an integrated CAS.
Okay, there's a one guy, Ram Kumar Raja Sikar. He completed Bachelor Physiotherapy here. I am eligible to study Master's course Physiotherapy. So,
yeah, I mean, there is no reason why you would not be eligible for. In this case, what we will ask, what we need to see is your academic transcript, the result of your bachelor degree. Once we have those informations, we'll look together at the entry requirements. If entry requirements are met, then we can definitely send you an offer for a master course in physiotherapy. And this can be available in different also universities. So once you we saw your academic transcript, we can help you and we can guide you on what course in which university you can study. But definitely for me, for the moment, it would be a definitely yes.
There's a one student, Hari Shivasamy. He is in Germany, I believe. So his question from Germany.
You asked me a tricky question, Harry, because we are just out of Brexit. And to be honest, at the moment, I don't have any answers for this because a lot of things are different with the Brexit. So yeah, that's you're asking me a tricky question, Harry.
I think he's on visit visa and he's living in Germany now as a visit. So if he wants to study in the UK, so his question is he eligible? I've applied through one consultant and he refused to give that rejection later. Okay, he has a rejection.
Sorry. So you got a rejection from for a visit visa in Germany. Okay.
Rejection in that case, I think it depends on the university.
Yeah,
the different university require different sort of documents. So if he declared that if he refused visit visa, he must have to declare it that he has a refusal from Germany embassy. But in that
correct.
he said that his consultant didn't provide him the refusal letter from Germany.
Exactly.
It's a bit tough to process, but
once you will can't. Sorry, go ahead, Walid.
Once he declared that he has a refusal from Germany embassy, in that case, most university will ask him the reason for refusal and also a proof of the refusal letter, because we don't know what was the reason for refusal. It's maybe bank statement or maybe for some other reason, we don't know. So we must need the visa refusal letter. Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Walid has very well summarized. When you apply with us, you we will ask you a visa questionnaire. So this is important, and on that visa questionnaire you answer. And as Walid said, you will need to send us the refusal letter so we can see why.
Okay. There's another
Yes, it
question.
is accepted. Pearson test is okay for joint CAS. Yes.
Is there any chance for visa refusal? We cannot
Harry,
say.
yes, I do have to say there is a chance, but once again, this will depend on reason why you had your visa's refusal in Germany. If it's a visit, it's not related to studying in Europe or in the UK. So again, we can't really give you any more information. The first things you would need to do is get us this visa refusal letter from Germany, and then from there we'll be able to give you more advice.
Okay. Then Umer Khokhar. Any details for business management courses? I think he can get from the university website or on campus website. But the
Yeah,
student can see any courses.
details. I mean, it's quite vague, Umar, but business management courses are very it's very common. So you can find business management courses in every university we offer, and then you would start basically your pathway in a business programs, and from this pathway you will study 4 different modules. Usually you will have English, you will have mathematics, subjects, and 2 other subjects. One will be related with business, obviously. And then when you have done your foundation, when you look at the business programs, you have a really big range of progression degree that you can choose if you start a business pathway. So details are very, you have a lot of details that could give you. So unfortunately, we would need to be a bit more specific, but same thing. This is something that we can definitely have a conversation, more like face-to-face conversation, help you with the type of courses that you have in mind and guide you to the right courses.
I think there is if any student wants to study international foundation program, and they need a minimum score in 12th grade. So will you be able to tell him what is the minimum grade he need? Is it 55% or 50%?
The grades will be depending also on which degree he has. So that's going to, if it's a diploma, if it's a certificate, that would be usually when we look at A level, AS level, we're looking at grade C, grade D in terms of results to be able to progress to an undergraduate. That's usually what we are looking at. But again, this will also, based on the subject that you have studied, we will look at the academic transcript and we will guide you. And if there is anything, know that we can also, if you fall short on the entry requirements, we can also have a conversation with the head of centers and push for your application, because we understand that not all the students have studied the right subject, and that's why foundations are here. Foundations are also there to help you students to study the right subjects and help you to progress to the university. That's why we are here.
And also, if, for the pre-masters, if any students got third class or below 55% marks in their bachelor, so they are eligible for pre-masters course, and they will also get integrated CAS if they meet the English entry requirement.
Yeah, usually for pre-master, the level of English is usually good enough for an integrated CAS. And yeah, this is also absolutely possible in the schools where we offer integrated CAS. Absolutely.
One more question, sir, I wanted to ask. Thomas. If any student meet the Bachelor Direct Entry requirement and also the English entry requirement for ICAS, those students can jump from International Foundation to year 1 Bachelor entry, which is like for first year. So the student can save 1 year. Say one student got A grade in 12th grade, and also the students got 6 band IELTS not less than 5.5. So that student, is not necessary the student has to study International Foundation. Student can direct jump from year 1. In that case, the student will get joint cash for 3 years.
Yes, if the student is also applying directly, has enough grade to enter directly to the university, yes, they can also have an integrated CAS. In this sense, we would always help the students, again, to have the right advice. Students would not study with on campus, they would enter directly with the university, and they will be supported directly and sponsored directly within the university CAS. So this university CAS has different options than the CAS that we have with on campus, but that is also for direct student entry, and they would start their international year, the first year, and progress and would have 3 years. The alternative that would be with international year 1 with on campus is they would study with on campus their first year, and those options are also available with ICAS. For example, London South Bank University is a top university for international year 1 with students with integrated CAS.
Okay, there's one more student wanted to ask about Duolingo English test.
Yeah. So no, as I haven't mentioned Duolingo test because we do not accept Duolingo test. The 3 tests we only accept are the IELTS exams, the PTE exams, and the language cert exams.
Okay, Sharush, Mr. Shakil, he asked for the study gap of UG and PG. So also you consider a form of English exam, rather IELTS and PT. That's we already covered. But his main question is about the study gap required for undergraduate and postgraduate.
So the study gap is for students depending on where you're from, but for students coming from Bangladesh, our study gap for undergraduate programs will be 2 years study gap. It means that when we look at undergraduate or international year 1 program, we will look most of the time at your high school certificate. So this high school certificate needs to be less than 2 years. Now, if you have done a diploma, this will depend if also the university recognized the diploma, and what would be the continuity of your study after the diploma, if it's the same subject, if it's same type of study. So undergraduate or international year 1, study gap will be 2 years. If you apply for a postgraduate pre-master, the study gap will be 5 years. So essentially what we always ask also, it's also something that you will need to provide for your credibility interview and for your interview with UK Immigration. We'll ask a resume to also see what was the reason. We are a bit more flexible with the resume also. We understand that there was a coronavirus, that maybe some students haven't been able to study last year. So study gap is 2 years undergraduate, 5 years postgraduate, and we will ask a resume to have the information of what you've done, if you've been working during this gap.
Say one student, just to make it more clear, one student finished his bachelor in 2013, and after 4 years, the student has done some diploma course. say level 7 course. So if that student in 2000, so the another diploma the student done in maybe 2018. So if the student wants to study again for a master's course through a pathway, they can.
So most likely that might be rejected. I'm sorry to say this. However, again, we will look at the student's profile. We will look at your profile. We will help you to see if this is possible. These questions will be raised to our university partner, and if it's a continuity, you finished your bachelor degree in 2013. You've been working 4 years in your business, just doing business. You went to do a diploma. You finished your diploma in 3 years. The diploma that you've done is in relation with your study, and the master that you are applying for is in the same continuity. There are a chance that we can push for the students to be accepted. I will not say that it's going to be a yes 100% of the time, because this will be regarded case by case. The entry requirement is 2 years study gap for undergraduate, 5 years postgraduate. However, we will look at students' profile, and I will also push to make exceptions.
Abdul Qayyum, I am from Bangladesh. I have done my diploma in engineering. Final grade is 46%. I have IELTS, UKVI, overall 5.5, not less than 4.5. What is his options?
What would you like to study? An undergraduate, international year one?
I think if he has a diploma in engineering, final grade, I don't know if it's 3 years engineering diploma or not, but I think in Bangladesh diploma engineering, sometimes people study from the vocational education or from a different, they are not equivalent to Bangladeshi university bachelor or UK bachelor. So they can study from the bachelor year one. It depends on the student's qualification, or they can study from foundation, international foundation.
It will most likely final grade at 46% and overall 5.5. It would be most likely to me bachelor, undergraduate bachelor programs. I think it might be a bit short to start an international year one, and it would be to me. I would obviously need to check all the grades and the academic transcript, but it would be okay for undergraduate foundation programs if it is related also with engineering.
Okay.
Your options would be an undergraduate in engineering pathways. I am pretty sure that you can qualify for some of our universities. Yes.
Next question, Mutayeb Ghafoor. Please advise about the visa extension after the course. Yes,
so visa extension is, as I was explaining, your visa extension would be possible if the end of your course and the start of your next course is less than 28 days. You can extend your visa in this only condition. If you study more, if you have more than 28 days, unfortunately, you will need to go back to your country, even if it's 29 days. Let's be honest here. Even if it's 29 days, you will have to go back home, reapply for your visa, and come back.
Thomas, there's one more good question. Cas Jazz, he was asking, what are the pre-masters joint cast options universities you got?
So for pre-masters, all schools I've mentioned except London South Bank University. So if you look at a joint cast for a pre-master, you want to look at Hull University, Sunderland University, and Aston University. We would need to see also which master and master degree you want to follow on, because they are not all available on joint CAS. For example, if you ask for a medicine programs in Aston University, I can tell you that we do not have any options on joint CAS with Aston University. So those are the three universities you can, but we will look at which degree you want to progress to tell you if you can apply for a joint CAS or if it will be a single CAS.
Okay. Cheryl Shakil, he has another question. I can give the answer. For any ICAS, you need
As I
5.5.
said, no, Shahrul, as I said, it's an English, it's a UK immigration requirements. It has to be 5.5 everywhere. That's why I'm saying my advice would be to sit again for an IELTS and get this 5.5 in every element. That would be my recommendation, because if you have one element below 5.5, you will need to apply for a single CAS. Then you may be asked, to go home, because your end of course and the start of the next course will be over 28 days. So I strongly recommend to sit again and have every element over 5.5.
Yeah, if he got overall 6 and 1 band 5, I think if he can try one time, he will get 6 overall or 6.5 overall, and each component not less than 5.5. Try Shakil again, please. Then it will be less hassle. Another question from Ruhul Amin. How much study gap we covered already? Do you accept for international foundation 2 years, and for the bachelor is 5 years? For the masters it's 5 years.
Yes, 5 years.
There's a CAS again. Pre-master joint CAS option is London, please. We
No.
already covered this one.
No, Aston University in Birmingham, Sunderland University in north of UK, or Hull University in north of UK.
Every student wants to study in London.
I know you guys want to study in London. It's a very vibrant city. It's a very good place to be. But we do have really good options, really good schools outside of London as well. Don't just think about London. Think about also other locations. There are plenty of really good university with good programs. Every university, you think about London, don't think about London. Think about where your university is ranked based on which subject you want to study. Because, for example, if you want to study medicine and you choose to go to London, don't. Go to UCLan, go to Lancashire University. It's a top university in medicine programs, in nursing programs. Imagine that the degree you would get from a school that is not located in London will be better than the one that you will get in London. So I know, I totally understand you. You want to go to London. It's a really amazing city. I get this. But after your study, you will have time to go to London. You will have time to visit London, to live in London if you want. And you will discover something else. And if you want to go to London, you can go on a weekend in London. Think first about which university, which quality degree you want. We will help you to also choose the good university. Don't just think about London because it's London. Think about your degree, the university ranking. For example, I'm going to be blunt here. You get an offer, you manage to get an offer for Southampton University, and you get an offer from London. Yes, maybe Southampton will be a bit more expensive in a way than London, but also your cost, your living cost. The living cost in Southampton is so much lower than London. So essentially the money that you are going to spend a bit more in your university, you will save it in your living cost, and you will get out of your university with a degree from a top ranked university in the world. They're worth everything more on your resume than just saying that you've been studying in London. So I get this. I understand your point of view, but don't just think about London.
Very, very good explanation, Thomas. And also, students should think only 10% of total universities in the UK are based in London, and 90% universities are around the outside, like outside of London. Not only this, in London, accommodation cost is very high. So the
Yes.
student can save the money from the accommodation cost, and they can invest that accommodation cost towards the university tuition fee. Say in London, approximately student need 800 to 1,000 pounds for accommodation cost, whereas
Yeah.
they can spend only 500 pounds in other cities outside of London. So
Yeah.
the student, if they save 500 pounds for each month, if they multiply by 12, it's like 6,000 pounds. So whatever university they will study, say example, the average tuition fees everywhere is 12,000. Most of the universities say. So if they add this 6,000 with that 12,000, so with the 18,000 pounds, they can study the top ranked university, which will help him
Exactly.
in future for their career progression. This degree is like, students should think the degree, it will be with him forever, wherever he will go. So if the student thinking, okay, I will study in London only, I think this is not a right thinking of any students. Student should think different way. Okay, what kind of facilities I will get from the university? What is the rank? What is the student satisfaction rate? And also the university facilities, accommodation, cost, and also the quality of life. London
Yeah.
is, to be honest, is too overcrowded nowadays. So if someone is looking for a bit peace city, or like less gathering with a quality life, they can enjoy it outside of London. Honestly, I'm not discouraging people for London, but they should think that way as well, because there are so many good universities outside of London, as you say, Southampton.
Yeah.
These universities. Anyways,
And piece and small things to add also. Think, guys, think that London, you will have also everyone coming who wants to come here as well. If you go to another university, your nationality mix will also be a lot more diverse. As a former student, as a former international student, one of the best experience I had when I was studying, and I went to study in New Zealand, my favorite thing of my international experience were all the students from all over the world that I've met. Now I have friends all over the world. If you go to London, you would tend to stay with the people from your country because you will have a lot more. If you go to another university, you will be with students from all over the world. You will discover everything. You will make friendships. You will have an amazing experience, amazing students' life experience. And I genuinely think that this student experience is better outside of London. And then if you want to move to London, move after your study. Move after your study. That's really from a personal experience that I'm saying this to you guys.
Thank you, Thomas. There's one more question. Sajid Tahsin Khan. He is looking for, can students pay by installment, or all fees has to be paid in one go? So
yes and no. That will be also depending on the offer, the condition that you will have on your offer from the university. So usually, yes, you can pay by installment. All your fees need to be paid in advance. So you pay first term fees, second term, third term, but you will not be able to. You would not be able to stay in class if you start your second terms, but your fees are not paid. So most of the times, yes, this can be asked to pay full fees before, based on the condition that you will have in your offer, but usually this is something we can work around all together.
I think students should be ready before starting their course. That much money we have to pay to continue our course. Installment plan. Some cases, yes, you might get it, but there are no guarantee. Depends on the university and depends on the student's background. If the student is too risky, means the risky means the academic qualifications, and also there are some countries, as risk countries. So in that case, university will ask you to pay full fees to avoid any kind of visa refusal. So it's case by case. Honestly, we experienced in last intake. So I would suggest you be prepared to pay full fees. That will be less hassle, and there will not be any kind of burden on you. And also, university will not push you to pay the fees. Okay. Thank you, Thomas. Another question
Yep.
from Muhammad Rab Nawaz. Are you offering DBA as well? If yes, what will be the cost? Unfortunately, Rab Nawaz, university is not offering DBA. DBA is Doctor of Business Administration. So this is a pathway program. I'm extremely sorry. If you need any sort of DBA, if you need any kind of advice, please contact us. You can send us an email, admission@bwbsolutions.co.uk, or you can call us on WhatsApp and mobile, which is we are providing these numbers. You can call us 075073800343, or you can call another number, which is now you can see on display. There's another question from Anna Parmata. Do you offer any internal English tests? Lots of test centers are closed due to COVID. What should we do? Very good question, Thomas.
So yeah, Anna, as I was saying, at the moment we don't have any options on internal test, and I know this is a problem because that's something that I've been actually raising to our management team. The fact that I know centers are closed, students can't take tests, so we are working on options. At the moment, we may be able to provide a Pearson version test, but that would be only for the moment for students applying for ICAS options, because those Pearson version tests are not UKVI. So we are working on something. We're trying to see if there is any way we can help students with this. I would say yes, if you can apply for an ICAS options. Yes, I can manage to find an internal test for you. If it's a single CAS, unfortunately, at the moment, we do not have any options.
Okay, Anna, if you need any kind of help regarding the internal English test, we have other universities which we can suggest you. But for on campus, I'm extremely sorry, there are no options. Hari, he asked many questions. To be honest, Hari, we will give you our email address, or you can send us your query in detail, because I can see that you have many questions. I think we will discuss with you in detail, or you can contact our regional office. If you are from India, we have 3 branch offices in India. If you are from other countries, please go to our website. You can see our global branches, branch office details, so you can call them. Also, you can call our head office to discuss more. The numbers are, you can get it from our website, or also you can get it from here. Numbers are scrolling down. All the numbers you can pick. So, Hari, I'm extremely sorry, because of time shortage, we have to answer some other questions. Okay. Fujul Ching, he asked two questions basically. He is interested about medicine course or any sort of or nursing course. So do you
Yes, we
have a
do.
medicine course after which students can start career as a doctor? Another good question, Thomas.
Yes, we do. We do have options for medicine course. I'd say the 2 best university for medicine courses are the University of Lancashire and the University of Aston. With those 2 partners of Cambridge Education Group, you would find definitely something for medicine course.
Okay, so so the student, once the student will finish the foundation program, is it guaranteed they will get that place in these 2 universities? This is my question.
We do run interviews. There are limited amount of spaces, so this is going to be challenging, you need to really study, you need to prepare for your medicine courses. So there is usually depend on intakes, we have more or less spaces to progress. At the moment for September, Aston University, I'll be honest, it is quite competitive because we only have 20 spaces, 20 places. UCLan University is slightly less competitive. We have usually more place for students who wants to study. At the moment, the main problem, if I say, we face with UCLan University is because of everything that have happened now. We do work with a vast amount of companies or places where we place you students as for your internship. And with UCLan University, the problem will not be the space at the university. The problem would be finding a space for your internship because there is a lot of demand. So that would be the biggest challenge we would have. So same thing, this based on which intake you want to start with us, we can tell you, okay, this is the amount of space we have. They'll explain to you the whole process because there is also an interview to take with the university and the head of centers to apply for medicine programs because it is a number of seats available. You will be in competition with other students.
In case if the student will not be able to secure a place in these three universities,
we will help the students to find an alternative. Always.
Alternative means anything related to medicine or?
Yes, anything related to medicines will help the students to find something that is in his progression route.
So the student will study, for example, if the student will study the foundation year, so they will study in on campus based in London, or they will study in UCL.
No, UCL. No. The course will be given on the school campus. So if you study medicine programs with Aston University, you will study Aston campus. If you study with UCLan, you will study in Lancashire campus in Preston. And again, for medicine program, UCLan is great. It's really good place to study. They invested actually a lot of money to renew labs, new facilities. The campus has a lot of new facilities. They've really spent a lot of money to make the campus facilities really good for the students. You have an amazing new library for students to go there and study. Again, in a way, it goes back a little bit with what we were saying about studying in London. You also have good campuses, and UCLan is a really good place to study medicine. If there is a shortage of seats or anything, the schools is there once again to support you. You have your personal tutor with you to help you and assist with all this those questions that you may have for your progressions.
Okay. His another question was related to nursing. So
the requirements for nursing is usually a bit higher, especially in terms of English exams, because the English exams, obviously the level of English asked at the university is a lot different and higher than a normal course in a way, because you need to have a really good level of English to understand the vocabulary, the medicine vocabulary. So in terms of requirement for medicine program, I will give you this right away. Medicine programs, so we are looking at a 5.5 with no band less than 5.5, or 6.0 with Aston University. So slightly higher level of English for medicine programs.
Thomas, if any student has OET English language test, which is basically for the medical professionals. For
Yeah,
nurses.
yeah,
So
I know the OET program. Um,
if
Actually,
they
that's an
pass.
excellent question. That I would need to verify. I am, to be honest, not sure with the OET programs, because the OET programs is usually a language courses that is really focused on medicine and especially nursing. Um, I would need to double check this. I am not sure with the OET programs, but I may be able to give you the answer right away. Just give me a second. Uh,
Yeah, so after our session, students can send us an email, whatever is your questions, and if you are not if you are not getting your
Yeah,
answer
I
properly.
am not sure about the OET and I don't find the information here. I haven't had the case of a student inquiring with the OET program, so I would, if any student has this degree and has the questions, I would email you separately after to give you the right answer. I apologize for this.
Okay, Fuzul Ching, you can drop us an email. Our email address is admission at bwbsolutions.co.uk, or there are numbers you can collect it from this webinar session, or you can go to our website bwbsedu.com. So you can get all kind of contact details. So if you need further discussion about the nursing course or medical course, you can discuss with our dedicated admission team. They will help you for your future admission. There's one more question from Vignesh Rama Durai. Uh, he's asking for the MBBS requirement, saying I think we covered this question, like IELTS eligibility. So yeah, MBBS is very difficult to get place, where a
Yeah,
student must have a good level of English. For any MBBS course, student must need 7.5 IELTS, not less than 7. Where some universities they require 7, not less than 6.5. But again, please focus on. I don't know what is your IELTS score. Please contact us. Admission. You can send us an email, or you can visit our website. Okay. Shakil, Sherul Shakil, he was asking about more detail about study gap. Again, Shakil, you can contact us after the session. We have a dedicated team. We will guide you. Again, I can remind you, for International Foundation, any student for International Foundation, not 2 years, more than 2 years gap. Thomas, there's a fairness question, like there's a fair question I wanted to ask you. Due to COVID, there are so many students. I found a couple of students. Due to COVID, they couldn't complete or they couldn't get admission in bachelor, say in Bangladesh or in India as well. Every university has every country has no facilities like United Kingdom. So in that case, will you consider one more year? For example, one student finished their education in 2019 or 2018, and they were not able to secure any place in bachelor. So in that case, will you consider case by case?
2019 will be accepted. I can say that unfortunately 2018 will not be accepted in terms of entry requirement. The study gap will be a maximum of 2 years.
Okay. Harry, if you have more questions, as I told you, please contact us. Karthik, okay, that's not a problem. Um, I think Nazat Naja, yes, UKVIT is mandatory to take pre-sessional English course. Yes.
Yes, correct.
Shakil has another question. A 3 years bachelor is good enough for pre-masters, as well as if I don't meet a direct entry to pre-masters, do I get to join class? Oh, okay. So the
So
join class for pre-masters with maybe for 3 terms.
3 years bachelor is good for a pre-master. And if you don't meet the direct entry, That's why we offer pre-master options. We are here to help also the students that cannot meet the direct entry. So yes, it is good. Join CAS, again, that will be depend on the degree that you wish to progress. Some are accessible with Join CAS, some are not accessible with Join CAS. So this would be a conversation that you have with some of our colleagues from BWB solutions. They will tell me, okay, this is this type of programs that I want to progress. I'll be able to tell if it's an ICAS or if it's a single CAS. But the answer to your question, to your first question, is yes. The second question is depend on the progressions.
Thomas, I'm a bit confused about the 3 years bachelor, because 3 years bachelor is not equivalent to UK 3 years bachelor. So most of the universities in the UK, I would say 99% university in the UK, they need a 4 years bachelor from Bangladesh and Pakistan. So in that case,
well, it depend where the degree is from, yeah, and the level. It has to be level 6. So 3 years. If we talk about a specific 3 years bachelor degree in Bangladesh, yes, some bachelor degree 3 years are accepted by universities.
So 3 years bachelor students can study pre-masters. Actually, theoretically, technically, I think it should be okay.
We will need to look at which type of bachelor is it, if it's a level 6 and the credits that the student has. But yeah, if we talk about a specific one, there we can tell you, we can say yes, we can say no. We do accept in universities, some universities do accept bachelor degree of 3 years. It will depend on the academic transcript. Yeah, it's actually
So
a good
it's not
point.
we can forward you, and then you can discuss with your admission team.
Exactly.
It's a bit complex question.
Yeah. I mean, again, I wasn't really thinking of one specific one. Just overall, some universities accept some bachelor 3 years bachelor degree if they are level 6 and they have the right diploma. Yeah.
There's a Vignesh Rama Durai. He asked another question. Give some details about pathway and foundation course. Basically, is nearly the same questions. Pathway and foundation. These are all. But Thomas, if you can clear a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, pathway and foundation course are very similar in a way. You do your foundation, which is the undergraduate, international year 1, or pre-master, and your pathway will be the subject that you are going to choose during your foundation to progress to your degree. So that's what we mean by pathways.
Okay, there's another question. Nusrat Nishi. She asked, "Hi, I am from Bangladesh. Completed my BBA from East Delta University. I don't have IELTS. Is there any other way for me to get admission in UK university?"
Well, your degree, again, we will have to look at the academic transcript. In the sense of the IELTS exams, you would need to be accepted to be admitted in a UK university. You will need to provide an English exam certificate, because that's going to be a requirement by also the immigration. So yes and no. Yes, you can be admitted to UK university, but you will need to provide the right documents.
Okay, thank you. There's a one more question about, sir, please, is Sudalai Raja Raman is asking
So
for
unfortunately, I cannot, because they're not our university. So unfortunately, I can't help you for Canterbury. We do not work with this university.
Raman, contact us. We have partnership with Canterbury Christchurch University,
Yeah.
so our admission team will advise you what to do about the scholarships, and they will explain to you how much scholarship you will be eligible to get it. So please contact us. Okay. So Kayum was telling me about 4 years diploma engineering. Qayyum, please send us your document. 4 years diploma. In Bangladesh, there are some vocational courses. After their 10th grade, students study 4 years diploma engineering without the 12th grade, so which is not equivalent to UK bachelor. Thomas, do you have any?
It will be so if we take so that would give the equivalence of year 13.
Okay.
It will it's a difficult question, to be honest, because also some universities will have acceptance and some other will not. For example, I'm taking again the example with Southampton University. I don't think this would meet the entry requirements for Southampton University. If we look at lower ranked university, I'm pretty sure we can find something that you would be able to progress to with a 4-year diploma. Yeah.
4 years diploma after 10th grade, not after 12th grade. So this kind of qualification is quite common in Bangladesh, even though in India. So after 10th grade, study 4 years diploma. So how we can assess and evaluate this qualification for the pathway program?
Because technically
study from the year 2 or pre-masters.
Sorry, my connection is just slightly.
So
what did you say, Walid, again?
I said like this diploma is quite common in Bangladesh and in Sri Lanka, India, and Pakistan. That after 10th grade, student straight they go to for this diploma. So they study this diploma for 4 years. So not after 12th grade. So is it equivalent to year 3, or is equivalent to?
It will be. It will be. It will be. Yes.
So it's a case by case. The student we can apply for the year 2 entry.
We can apply. Yes, definitely.
Student will get 2 years exemption from the bachelor entry. So the student can start from the 2nd year of the bachelor course. Do you have any courses like that?
No, not like that. There will be always international year 1, so they will start year 1 and progress directly to year 2.
Okay, so the student can study only year 1. So the student has to study 3 years bachelor again.
Yes, that would be 3 years bachelor.
In middle.
But again, based on the 4-year diploma, some university that would be a case by case. But some university, and I'm thinking Hull, I'm thinking also Sunderland, they might accept in pre-master actually. But that would be a question to raise with the head of centers.
Okay, so Qayyum, you can contact us, and then we will see your all transcript. If you have a very good grade, and also if you have good IELTS score, definitely we can apply for a pre-master. In that case, you don't have to study again bachelor qualification. So it depends on your IELTS.
Yeah, Qayyum, send the information to BWB solution. We can take a look at it. I will also speak with our admission team to make sure that the equivalence and the scores are good. And then from there, when we have your academic transcript, we can give you a definite answer.
Okay, thank you. There's another question from Jaisha Jyoti. She is asking, I am from Bangladesh. I have completed my 4 years bachelor from Department of Biochemistry and Biotechnology. Very good subject. My overall score is 3.5 out of 4. I have 2 publications on bioinformatics. What are my options on genetic engineering for research masters? Research masters, I think, do you offer research masters?
That I would need to speak with the university. This is a very specific question. Um,
I think
I
she meant is MSc,
Yeah,
research
yeah, yeah.
scholar MSc. She is not eligible for MPhil, but she is eligible for master. So yes, MSc, you can study MSc. Yeah, definitely.
Definitely eligible for a master, especially if you have this overall score for 3.5 out of 4. It's definitely eligible for a master. But again, the specific subjects, I would need to do a small research to make sure that I give you exactly the different options that you may have. Feel free to send your documents to us, and I can get back to you just after. I mean, when we see your documents, then I can tell you exactly which options we can offer to you. There will be several options that we will be able to offer.
There is too many questions. Just I wanted to show Karthik good explanation about choosing a university inside and outside London. Thank you for your comment. Are there any? Okay, another. Uh, okay, that's we already covered. Kayum, about the scholarships, we already covered it. How much scholarship you will get? Um, Upa Jiwa. Currently, Sri Lanka is under red list. Any idea when UK will remove herself
I
from
wish
red
I
list?
could give you an answer. Really, I wish I could.
I think there is a possibility, like all of the UK citizens and also whoever is living in the UK, all of the like all populations UK is planning to provide vaccine. So once all the population in the UK will be vaccinated, I think they are targeting to finish this vaccination program in mid July, by mid July. So then it will be like last year, because last year UK they released the lockdown in, I think, between June and July.
It was the
So
4th of July, I remember.
4th of July. So I forgot. So I think that will not impact, but everything depends on the situation, which we cannot control the nature and de facto. This is like that. So I think if you are thinking for the September intake, I think you should make an application and just wait, because even though there will be red list, but all the universities are offering online classes till to the further notice. So once the lockdown will over, you can travel to UK again. So, but if you miss the September intake, in that case you have to wait one more year. So it's better to just give a try, for the September intake. Maybe after 1 month or 2 months, the lockdown will over. Then you can come in the UK for face-to-face class.
In
Okay.
terms of deadlines, as Walid has explained, we should have more information by the 26th of June in the UK, which is normally the date of reopening the country. And I'm not sure if you were here at the beginning, but what Cambridge Education is doing for you guys, for you students, we are aiming to have you coming face to face in September and study in school with us like things are normal. We are now aware that the situations may change, may not change. Some country may still be on red list. That's why we will offer the option of doing the first term online, and finger crossed, hopefully by the beginning of your second terms, all countries will be removed from red list and you can travel to UK. So as Walid suggested, if you want to study, I also suggest you to make an application for this September, and things can change next week. The problem, we don't really know yet. Everything can change from one day to another. So go ahead with your plan and we will find a solution for you.
Thank you, Thomas. There are so many questions. I'm just picking what is relevant. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm not showing your answers, or I'm not sharing your answers because of the time limitation. We are just jumping from one question to another question which is not relevant. I'm just escaping them. There's one Saidulaja Rahman, September composite to COVID vaccine in India. Again, this one we don't have control with the UK policy. So we are ready to move for September intake. Is it compulsory to take COVID vaccine in India? Otherwise, we need to take UK.
This is an answer. We don't really have answers to these questions because not even the UK government has an answer to that question. So I know when you move to UK, when you come to UK, I know that the government would like to have some sort of plan. But again, this is conditional. We have no idea. So this is just some information that have been shared here and there. There is nothing official. I insist, nothing official. That the government would help international students to get a vaccine quickly when they move to UK. But again, nothing official. Those questions that you may have with the coronavirus situations currently, a lot of questions we are not really able to give you an answer because not even the government knows. At the moment, the plan for UK is 21st of 26th of June, fully reopen the country. However, because of the situation is changing a little bit with the Indian variant that have been that we have now in the UK, some cases are raising. So they are also talking at the moment, maybe they will move a little bit, they will skip the ease of complete lockdown. So as much as I really would love to tell you, yes, you can come, everything is safe, we are not in measure to give you any clear answer right now because the government not even knows. And I'm very sorry, I really wish I could be more positive with this, and I want to be because I want you guys to come to UK, I want you to have your student experience, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you, to do everything I can for you guys to come to UK and study and have your student experience life and have something that I've been able to do when I was younger. So unfortunately, coronavirus questions related, it's very unlikely that we have a clear answer for you.
Thank you, Thomas. Vignesh is very happy with your answer. Another one, Ram Kumar, also happy with your answer. And also another is very useful session. Thank you, Ram Kumar.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Jishan Farooq, she has, but due to COVID, 2 years already wasted. University should accept 2018 batch, which we already spoken. They should consider it, but is the university policy.
I understand your frustration. However, the coronavirus pandemic started in March 2020, approximately, really when everything started in lockdown in Europe, a little bit earlier than March actually in Europe. That's why they are staying strict with these restrictions. And unfortunately, I do understand your frustrations, but those are the regulations that have been given to us.
Rab Nawaz was asking another question. Is it necessary to get a vaccination before traveling?
I can't give you an answer to this. I'll give you a clear example, Mohammed. I am French. I'm living in London. I got my first dose of the vaccine, and yet I'm still not able to travel to France. So you see, this sort of things, because France is on amber list, not even on red list, meaning that if I want to travel to France, I need to have a valid reason to travel to France, and I still need to take quarantine even though I got my vaccine. The thing with getting a vaccination before traveling is not really the point, because you can be vaccinated and still carry the coronavirus with you. That's the main issue. The vaccination protects you, doesn't protect other people. So yeah, same. I can't really give you, I'm sorry, but I can't really give you a clear answer.
Okay. Karthik again is about the Canterbury Christ Church. Oh, no way, we will contact to you for it. Jaisha Jyoti was telling, I have B on my English language on my O level under Cambridge. Can I apply for masters without IELTS? It depends on university to university, But for on campus, you must have to provide
Yes.
any kind of English language test approved by on campus, which is PT, TOEFL, IELTS is like everyone knows about them. If for further discussion, please contact to us. Upajiva, thank you for the information. Thank you for and yeah, Raja also, he's happy with the answer. And another one is Upajiva. Thank you for organizing very information session. Well, Thomas, thanks for your time, and we have to end our discussion here. Any students who wants to talk more about the on campus, you are feel free to contact us. Our website is bwbsedu.com, or the student can send email at admission@bwbsolutions.co.uk, or they can visit our website bwbsedu.com. Our head office based in London, and we have our other branch offices in Africa, in Nigeria, in Ghana. We have another office in Morocco for the North Africa, and also we have office in South Asia. In India, we have 3 offices. In Bangladesh, we have 3 offices. In India, we have office in Coimbatore. We have office in Hyderabad and office in Haryana. Very soon, we are going to open a couple of offices in India. Also, we have office in Sri Lanka and Colombo. We have office in Nepal. We have office in Bangladesh, Sylhet, Dhaka, and Chittagong. And we have office in Pakistan, Lahore, and Geelong. So if you need any further discussion or any further information, please contact us. Thomas, do you have anything to say?
Just thank you all, guys, for attending the session. I hope that it was good information for you guys. It was useful. And please, if you have any further questions, get in touch with Walid and BWB. Once again, Walid and I, we are in constant communication. So anything you guys need, you can ask them, and they will get back to us. I will be here. I will always do my best to help you guys to come and study with us. Once again, I can only repeat this. This is something I've done myself. I've seen how good it was for me to do this kind of international study. This is something that is very important for you guys. It was my best experience. I want you to have the same type of experience, and I will always do my best to help you and support you, because I want you to guys to have the same experience that I had when I was your age, basically. So yeah, thank you all very much for attending the session. I hope I answered most of your questions, and once again, just get in touch with Walid, and we will be there to help you and assist you with all your questions.
Yeah, just one brief explanation about the Pathway program. Pathway program, there are a couple of questions we received. I didn't cover it because we had too many questions, so I just altered the question. So Pathway program is designed for those students who is not meeting the academic entry requirement. So academic entry requirement, if someone get less marks in IELTS, and also they get less grade in 12th grade, in 12th class. So for those students can study Pathway program, which will give you a solid foundation for the bachelor program. Because some students, they struggle. I've seen a couple of our students, they finished their 12th grade from different countries. When they started their bachelor first year entry in some other universities, they really struggle in first year because they are not familiar with the UK education system. Because different country has their different education system, especially from South Asia and the North African countries. Their education system is a bit different than United Kingdom. So when they study bachelor year 1, they don't know how to do the assignments. I'm not talking about the old students. Some students, they face this kind of difficulties about writing assignments, understanding the class lecture and the assignments, how to do the research and everything. So foundation course basically is designed for those students who are academically a bit weak, or someone wants to know more about the UK education curriculum and how to do research. And also for those students who has less marks in bachelor, say some student unfortunately they got third class or below 55% marks. Those students also can study pre-master's course, and on campus is offering this kind of facilities for a lot of universities. Those students can study at top ranked universities. So don't be upset if you get third class and you can drop your study. No, if you have a third class from for some reason, and if you want to think about your future career, wake up and study a pre-masters through on campus and get a good degree from the best universities. So once you finish your masters, people will forget about your bachelor qualification, to be honest, and you can get a very good job, and that degree will be with you forever. So guys, thanks for joining with us, and thanks Thomas for your valuable time. I wish you all the best, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to contact our admission team, and we have dedicated team. So we respond within 24 hours. Try our best to give you response within 24 hours. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Walid, for inviting me over. And to all of you in this, again, troubled time, stay safe. And I hope to see you in the UK at some point.
Thank you, Thomas. My pleasure. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.